In 1976, a chilling tragedy unfolded that shook a small German town and sent shockwaves across the world. The story of Emily Rose, known to her family as Anneliese Michel, began like so many others. A promising young woman, quiet and diligent, setting out on the path of higher education. But beneath the surface of ordinary life, something sinister was brewing. Something that would challenge the boundaries between medicine, faith, and the unknown. Emily was, by all accounts, an ordinary college student. She attended classes, studied hard, and maintained a gentle, reserved presence. Her family cherished her, and her friends admired her dedication. But as the autumn leaves began to fall, Emily started to notice something unusual. It began with faint whispers, barely audible, calling her name in the stillness of the night. At first, she dismissed them as dreams or fragments of her imagination, nothing more than the stress of university life. But soon, the whispers grew louder, persistent, impossible to ignore. They followed her through empty hallways, echoed in silent lecture rooms, and haunted her in the quiet moments before sleep. Disturbed by these voices, Emily confided in her family. Concerned, they sought medical help, desperate for answers. Doctors conducted examinations and, after a series of tests, diagnosed Emily with temporal lobe epilepsy, a condition known for causing auditory hallucinations and seizures. With a diagnosis in hand, they began treatment, hoping that medication would silence the voices and bring Emily back to herself. But instead of relief, Emily's condition worsened. The voices became more aggressive, hurling insults and threats in languages Emily had never learned. Her behavior became erratic. She shunned food, refusing to eat for days at a time. Sometimes she would speak in ancient tongues, Latin, Greek, and even Aramaic, astonishing those around her. Her eyes would dart wildly, her hands clenching in unnatural positions. Doctors adjusted her medication, tried new therapies, but nothing seemed to help. Her family watched in horror as Emily slipped further away. Medical explanations no longer seemed sufficient. The changes in her went beyond the physical or psychological. They felt otherworldly. Desperate for hope, her deeply religious parents turned to the church. They believed their daughter was no longer just sick. She was under attack by something evil. The local priest listened to their story and, after careful consideration, agreed. The church authorized an exorcism, a rare and solemn rite, reserved for only the most dire of cases. 2 priests were assigned to the task, and the ceremonies began in secret, away from the prying eyes of the world. What followed would become the stuff of nightmares. Over the course of 10 long months, Emily endured 67 exorcism sessions. The rituals were grueling, often lasting for hours. During these sessions, Emily's voice would change, becoming deep and guttural, sometimes shrieking in agony, other times mocking those who tried to help her. Her body twisted and contorted in ways that seemed physically impossible, defying the limits of human anatomy. She would lash out, sometimes needing to be restrained to prevent her from harming herself or others. Those present during the exorcisms reported chilling phenomena: unexplainable cold spots, flickering lights, and a sense of overwhelming dread. Emily would recount visions of demonic figures, describe the scent of burning flesh, and plead for mercy. She spoke of being terrified,